Stampers, Jackie Bolhuis with Klompen Stampers. We're playing with designer series paper again today. You guys know I love designer series paper and I love making quick and easy cards. You put those two things together and it's a perfect match for card making. Before I get started, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. Just push that big red button and share it with your crafty friends. I appreciate it a ton, and I appreciate it when you like my videos and comment on them. It makes my day. So let's flip the camera around. It's a quick and easy 5-minute card today, and I hope you like it. So let's flip it down and get started. I said this was a 5-minute card today, and I'm sure it is, especially if I don't talk too much. But let's just get started and make it. I have an 8.5 by 5.5 piece of lovely lipstick cardstock, and we're going to just fold this in half. Now, I like to use my bone folder every time I fold a card in half because that's what gives you that nice crisp edge on there. Then I have a piece of this designer series paper that is 4 by 5.25. It's part of the All My Love designer series pack that's in the 2019 Stampin' Up! Occasions catalog. Now for me, I don't make a lot of Valentine's cards, so I love that this package, even though it kind of appears to be a Valentine's package of paper, it really isn't. There's only a couple that have hearts on them. Most of them have flowers on that are perfect for all different things, and I'll show you a couple cards when I'm done here. But I had just enough hearts to make a Valentine card for a special friend here without really buying Valentine specific products. Okay, that's what I kind of like about this. So we've used our multi-liquid glue. You guys know this is my favorite. We adhered it down onto our card front. Then I have a couple strips of black here. Not of black, of cardstock. We have a white that's 1 inch, and we have a black that's 1 1/8. Now it doesn't matter the length because we're going to trim these down when we're done. The stamp set we're using is called Part of My Story. This has some super fun words in it. I know you're going to love using these just because they're kind of different. So let me grab the two that we're going to use. The first one I'm going to stamp on our white strip here is, it says, "You're my chosen family." Now, these are the new cling mount stamps that you've been hearing us talk about. I'm not going to show you in this video because I've done it in the last couple videos, but if you're not sure about all the tips and details with this new type of sticker on your stamps, make sure you ask so that I can send you to a link to a video that tells you about it, because there's kind of some important things that I think you need to know about them. I do know, though, that I love them. And we're going to stick that down, kind of stamping and talking at the same time. We'll put it down onto our strip of black. And then what I'm going to do is use my paper cutter and just trim this down as close to the words as I can. So let me do that a second. That's why I didn't give you the measurements of that white and the black, because you can see now it really doesn't matter. I just trimmed it close here. Then we'll use some Stampin' Dimensionals. Okay, I like to call these my Stampin' Correct because we use so many of them. I think it's standard on almost every order I make. And we'll just go ahead and we'll stick that on there. And then we'll grab some of the red rhinestones. I am kind of addicted to rhinestones lately. I think it just adds that little extra touch on there. You know, I specialize in quick and easy cards, but remember, quick and easy doesn't mean boring. We can do little things like that to jazz it up. So there's the outside of our card. Now for the inside, because we always want to make our inside pretty as well, I have white that's 3 3/4 by 5, and we'll just adhere this onto a piece of black. Our black here is 3 7/8 and by 5 1/8. Stick that down. Have an extra little scrap here, the designer series paper. Okay, we don't want to, throw these little scraps away, so they're perfect for the inside. I think it is 1 inch wide, so it would be 3 3/4 by 1 inch. And then we've got one other stamp from our set. It says, I'm so glad you are a part of my story. Now, even though this card really doesn't say Happy Valentine's Day, it's still a Valentine's card, and it's one that I'm going to send to a friend for Valentine's Day. So we'll go ahead and stick that inside. See how pretty the inside looks just as pretty as the outside of our card. And then one more thing, you've heard me say it before, no naked envelopes. So what we're gonna do is add a piece of coordinating designer series paper. This is out of that same pack, the All My Love designer series paper. I love to add this onto my envelope flap. So again, I'm just going to use my adhesive here. Now, you want to put enough on, get to that full good, get to the edges, but don't get it too thick because you don't want it gooshing. Then take a piece, and again, it just needs to be wide enough to cover the flap there. And we're gonna stick it on there. It kind of butts right up to where that envelope fold is, and then rub it really good, get that adhered down there. And then we can flip it over, and we can just use our scissors and trim right around that flap. So our no naked envelope this time is just gonna have paper on that flap. And I kind of did that because I don't have a stamp in the stamp set. You know, I could pull one from another set, but with this one I didn't have one that was really applicable to stamp on there. But look at how pretty the envelope is. So there we go, our quick and easy 5-minute card using Designer Series paper. Now I do have a few other cards that I want to share with you that are also using the same stamp set and paper from the same package of Designer Series paper. So here's one, and all of these, like I said, are the same words. They're all out of this part of my story, but I used, again, some of that same Designer Series paper. There's those red rhinestones, make the inside pretty. Now, I'm not going to give you the measurements on all of these, but I will have a link that'll take you to the blog post that will have the details on all of these cards that I'm sharing with you, so you'll know how to cut your cardstock and make these as well. So I love the floral design. Like I said, a lot of the papers in this pack are floral, which is awesome because you can use them for anything. And then there's the inside. Once again, we got our strip of Designer Series paper there. And then I think this is probably my favorite layout. Here's, again, it's just a 4x5 1/4 piece of Designer Series paper. And I used the greeting, cut it out with some ovals. We added our little rhinestones, and there's the inside of it. So there are 4 different quick and easy cards, all made using the All My Love Designer Series paper. Keep it quick and easy, guys. And remember, quick and easy doesn't mean boring. I don't think these cards are boring. Hopefully you don't either. So if you have any questions, make sure to let me know. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love to be yours. I'll send you a catalog and help you any way I can. And if you need to place a Stampin' Up! Order for any of these products, I would love it if you would pick me. Make sure you check out my rewards program that's on my website. I love to give free product, and you even get to pick the free product that you want. Oh, and don't forget, it's also celebration time, so place a $50 order and Stampin' Up! Gives you a free gift as well. So until I get to stamp with you again, have a stamp happy day.